Hello, the name is Shehu, and I'm here to talk about learning. Specifically, I'm here to talk on the process in which and how the brain gets developed. The reason why I'm talking about this topic generally is for us to understand one thing. One has to know oneself. When you understand yourself, you probably know exactly how you learn, how your brain absorbs things better. This is talking about the neurons, the connections in the brain, how it works. It starts even from childbirth. When the mom has less iodine, that also affects the brain development of the child. Or the mom drinks a lot of alcohol, the child's development process is a bit different. So even apart from that, just the brain is the connections in the brain. You have specific channels, or should I say highways, and how the brain on how the information passes through. So as a child, you learn different things. You learn the different events that happen around you as a child. You probably have a different method of learning, and I'm here to talk about three major factors of learning. Of course, the different styles of learning, but knowing who you are, you will probably understand the connection on how to train yourself, or you have to know your style of learning. The people that probably like to just look at something a bit, oh, just show me an example, you show them once and they probably understand what it is. These are called visual learners. Visual learners are people who just have to see something for it to enter them. They could watch a video, they could just look over someone's shoulder, and they can pick information better. If you know that's the kind of person you are, then you probably have to focus. Whenever you're learning, you gotta focus in this direction. Let me just step back a bit. The reason why I'm talking about this topic generally is, if you're a child or an adult, there are certain levels in which brain gets developed, and when your brain learns a particular way of learning, then you can actually channel that way better. We're talking about effectiveness. So you don't want to spend your whole time trying another style of reading, and that's not exactly your style. You have to know exactly what matches for you. So next we're going to talk about the auditory learners. Auditory learners are just people that just have to listen to something. They listen to a lecture. They don't necessarily have to visually see the person. They just listen to it, and they probably pick the things up quickly. They just pick it up real fast. And these are actually auditory learners. And the thing about the auditory learners, they like to read out loud when you're reading. If you think you're the kind of person that when you're reading, you have to read out loud for it to stick, then you're an auditory learner, generally speaking. So you can actually spend more time getting auditory materials, learning how you're going to read, or even when you're reading, you read out loud, so it sticks better than just reading silently. So you just have to know the kind of person you are. Or visual learners, you just have to have some kind of visual diagrams showing how things work. But now we're going to come to the kinesthetic learners. These are folks that are just active. They just have to be active. They can't sit down to listen to, they can't sit down to study. So they learn differently. They just have to keep moving. They have to interact. They can't stand in one place. And these are people that pick things quickly. They call it learning by doing, so to say. So they can read all they want, but they just have to see it and they pick it up quickly. So you have to know which kind of person you are per se, how your brain got developed, the kind of environment you had. All these play a role. You could be born in a scenario where you have to read something to understand it. You have to visually see it to understand it. Oh, that's how it goes. And as a child, you pick that character, and that brain development connects that way. So you have a good highway in which you learn. And you just have to understand who you are as a person, understand your learning skills, and then you move towards that direction. I hope that helps. All right then, bye.